Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
He will find Davis. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until...
This is caught inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Now the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On play action, Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
They find some open field here. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bills 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game. Giving them.
And now here is another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion left is Wilson.
Hey, 26.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And now here is another interception.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late in the 1st and 10.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away.
And the Jets are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully...
Stephon Diggs, the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And again, it's Allen.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll try to run with Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Man, I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On the counter, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario.